Hello everybody, good afternoon, welcome. It's the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 European Qualifiers, and it's the game between Russia and Belgium. So here's the lineup today. Group E, France and Bosnia and Herzegovina will be playing later, but right now it's all about Russia and Belgium. Two teams that lost on Friday in their games, Russia falling at Bosnia and Herzegovina, and of course Belgium, after leading France big, lost that one. So France and Bosnia and Herzegovina are up top at 1-0, and Russia and Belgium are searching for their first win. Well, it's 12 teams from Europe. That's the number that will qualify for the World Cup. And Russia and Belgium are hoping that they will be amongst them. Of course, you've got 7 teams also that'll be going to the World Cup from the Americas, 7 from Asia, 5 will be going to the World Cup from Africa, and you'll also have China there as the host nation. It'll be a 32-team World Cup, and that man there desperately wants Russia to get there. That's Andrei Kirilenko, the Russian Basketball Federation president, and of course one of the all-time great players from the country. He is a passionate supporter of the Russian basketball team. Sergei Bazarevich, he coached Russia to a 4th place finish at the Eurobasket this summer, and Eddie Casteels, who coached Belgium at their 4th straight Eurobasket. They will be matching wits today, and of course they played each other at the Eurobasket, these two teams. Russia beating Belgium in the group phase in Istanbul. Of course, these are not exactly the same teams, although there are players on both of these teams that featured at the Eurobasket.
Number 6, Redin Abasohan. Number 9, Tamas Akiasile. Number 10.
So the players are being introduced right now here to the fans, and then we're going to have the playing of the national anthems. And you see Maxime Dezeu, Pierre-Antoine Gillet, Salumu, Kevin Tumba. Those are all players who played at the Eurobasket, and Coach Eddie Casteels will need each of them, as well as Vincent Kesteluk, need all of them rather, to come up big today and to try to get a road win to make up for the home loss in Antwerp. You don't want to be closing out the November window without a victory. Russia tonight, thankfully for them and their fans, they've got Sergei Karasev, who's able to go tonight. He was ill and was unable to play against Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that was a big loss, having the former NBA player. Of course, his dad as well played for Russia. Yevgeny Babarin and Vitaly Fridzin being introduced, as well as Seaman Antonov. Babarin and Antonov played for Nizhny Novgorod here before, so they are fans, as well as Zubkov is a fan. There is a player from the Eurobasket, and Dmitry Kovtsov, who played at the Eurobasket. So this is a Russia team that maybe they don't have Timofey Mozgov or Alexei Shved, but they have a lot of players that were at the Eurobasket. So both of these teams will be similar, have some similarities, and it's those players with the experience, I think, that really have to step up today for their teams, as well as Kulagin, who is a player with all the ability in the world, and of course his younger brother Kulagin, Mikhail. So we again, as the players are introduced here, we are getting ready for the national anthems, and then it will be game on. So excitement, the third day rather, for the European qualifiers. We had some games yesterday, we had games on Friday, and of course, we've had games all over the world, the World Cup qualifiers. It's just been an exceptional, exciting time, and especially for places like Nizhny Novgorod, who are getting to host international basketball. It's about taking basketball to the people, to taking the national teams to the people, giving them a chance, and we're excited about this contest. Now, we're going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, звучит гимн Российской Федерации.
Okay, the national anthems have been played, and Sergei Bazarevich and Eddie Castiles shake hands once again. And I'm a big fan of both of these guys. I think they're great coaches, great people. Certainly Bazarevich's sense of humor in the coaching fraternity is tough to beat. He is quite a character, shall we say, certainly in the press conferences. So Eddie Castiles, there was no hiding the disappointment that he felt. His team had led by 13 points the other night and against France, and could have won that game, but they were taken out of their game by a very aggressive French defense in that third quarter. And Kalpakas, Maricic, and Rudicic are the referees for today's games, for today's game. And we'll also get a look at the rosters and the starting lineups. Obasohan will be important. Lasisi as well. Salumu, Pierre-Antoine Gillette, Deseu, Bukichu, Tumba, Van Wen, Liber will be handling the ball a lot. Kestalut. And the starting five will be Hans Van Wen, Obasohan, Salumu, Pierre-Antoine Gillette, and Kevin Tumba. So Ratin Obasohan, very athletic. Got to remember though, it's not who starts but who finishes. Karasev, Babarin, Fridzin, Antonov, Zubkov, Kostov, Balashov, Trushkin, the Kulagin brothers, Valiev and Klemenko are playing for Coach Bazarevich. And Sergei Bazarevich, I'm guessing, will have Dmitry Kulagin, Zubkov in the starting lineup. Kostov as well, Karasev, and no, he'll have Fridzin and Klemenko, so he will not have Kulagin in the starting lineup. But Artem Klemenko, so keep an eye on him. So if you want to follow this game with your mobile phone, don't forget there's a FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 app that you can load, and it's got all the team information, stats, videos, news, interviews. Boy, the world is amazing today, isn't it? That you can have that at your fingertips, or you can go to FIBA.basketball. You'll see the same information in both places. You go to FIBA.basketball and find your way to the World Cup European Qualifiers website. Eddie Castiles, 9 years at the helm. And Bazarevich, who you probably remember him as a player. I mean, he played in the NBA. He was a great player. There's Bazarevich. And the opening tip has been won by Russia, wearing the red, and Karasev is going to go inside, and his pass is going to be knocked away by Van Wen. Hans Van Wen gets inside the paint, and you can see he is big, strong, and long, and talented. Injury prevented him from playing at the Eurobasket. And a long attempt is good. The three-pointer from Russia. And Zubkov, whose hair has grown out a little bit since the summer. Now to get over to Obasohan, and Vitaly Fritzen, one of the more experienced players, throws it up. Hans Van Wen almost came up with a steal. Tumba rebounds the miss. So this is a sellout, but some fans arriving late. Salumu, and drives and gets the foul called. So he will go to the line for another one. So Sergei Bykov there, sitting beside Bazarevich, a former national team point guard as well. So Salumu gives the Belgians the lead. And driving in is good. Fritzen, oh, he knocks over the cameraman. Oh, goodness. Fritzen brings Russia level. Now Obasohan. Chance of Russia. Pierre-Antoine Gillet off the back of the iron. And Tumba scrapping with Artem Klemenko, and ball goes out of bounds. Let's see here. Ooh, tough call against Russia. Antoine Gillet makes them pay. Well, that's the result of that call, giving the ball to Belgium. And now Kostov is fouled by Obasohan. Penetration, the drive. Kovstov, Karasev, and Karasev with a little runner. Now Salumu gets the rebound. Salumu from the baseline is good. Left wide open. Kovstov up high. And now the foul. I'll tell you, this is a tough group. You knew right away Van Wyn picks up the foul. When the draw was made and you saw who was in this group, you knew it was going to be probably tougher than most. Because you know the Bosnia and Herzegovina are going to be formidable. So you add that to teams like these and also France. It's going to be difficult getting to the second round, probably for all of the teams. Salumu going behind the back and then turns it over. Karasev dumps it to Klemenko, and he goes right at Kevin Tumba. Obasohan crosses midcourt. Salumu spins, puts it up. Boy, Salumu has brought his A game today. He is really attacking, and I would be awfully surprised if Coach Bazarevich doesn't get somebody to get in his grill, because he's got a little bit of space. He's dangerous, and now the pass from Fritzen eludes Zubkov. Antonov is going to come in. He'll hear some cheers for Klemenko. Obasohan explodes, hands it off to Tumba! And he goes up for the two-handed jam! So shaky start for Russia here at home. And Karasev is long, and Hans Van Wyn comes up for the rebound. And now the bump and the foul. Kevin Tumba again, and give Obasohan a lot of credit there for attacking. So Fritzen picks up the personal. Pierre-Antoine Gillet. And oh, look at the athleticism of Van Wyn. He goes up and scores with a putback. He has got some game, doesn't he? And you just wonder what Belgium might have been able to do at the Eurobasket. Maybe they could have progressed from the group phase had he been there. They did get the win over Great Britain, but he looks tough. Russia called timeout. So looking at the shooting percentages for both teams, Belgium 7 of 10 inside the arc.
inside, outside. Don't forget the interactivity on the split move.
Well, Eddie Castile's his team had a great start against France, but they weren't able to use that to get the win. But once again, they've got a great start, and maybe they will have learned some lessons from the other night. Salumu also a good start for him. So Russia inbounded after the three-point play. Looks like they're almost going to give Van Wyn another free throw. But certainly alarm bells ringing in Moscow, and Fritzen misses from deep. So nothing working right now for Russia. Kulagin has entered the game to bring some impetus. Dzeu also in the game. Well, he's been tough. He's going in again. Powers his way up for two. And Bukicu showing that Belgium has some depth coming from the bench. Van Wyn, it's a hand in the face, the rebound. Here comes Belgium again. Obasohan, and gets the friendly bounce. Their lead now 13 points. Fontaine is in as well for Belgium, number 20. And shot off target. So a dream start for Belgium. They are smoking hot. And it looks like Russia just kind of stuck in first gear right now. Karasev comes back in. Somebody's got to step up and make some plays. And prime candidates would be Kovstov, Zubkov, and perhaps Karasev or Kulagin. Kestalut in the game, down low. Oh, they find it way too easy inside. Bukicu goes up for the block. And they're going to put Russia on the line, make him earn it the hard way. So Antonov, well, that's something for Russia. And Kirilenko realizes, you know what? This isn't easy for us. It's not easy for any team. It's not like you've had a long training camp. Libera has come into the game for Belgium now. But it's part of it. You know, one of the benefits is the guys, because they've been with their clubs and training already, you don't have to worry about a long training camp. But you have less practice time, and you got to be ready. You got to make the maximum, take the maximum out of the training days that you do have. So continuity is important. You know, all types of issues that you are going to encounter in the World Cup qualifiers. But you see Belgium making the pass, and Fontaine hits the three. 23-9 for Belgium. Antonov hustles down, gets it over to Kulagin. And Antonov fortunately rebounds the miss. But it is not looking good for the Russians right now. Karasev hits the three. So Belgium called timeout. Casteels didn't like that sequence at all. And he's got to make sure that they're on the same page.
Don't let him bring you too far out. One step, a good hand, and return. Okay? Otherwise, you have to come out of the corners and they kick it to the shooters. Quick back. Okay?
So look at the shooting percentages.
They got 14 fouls. Have a look at your isolation. 4 ISO. Good down screen. Use the bump. You can go to work one time. Attack it. Touch it. Wait a minute. And the flex, keep it up right there.
Пока не замечают. Давайте, девчата, попробуйте кого-то удивить. Вот это бросочки. Отлично. Выше вернемся к вам. С крутыми маечками от ФБ. Мне хотелось бы отдельно попросить трибуны больше давления на гостей. Больше показывать, кто в доме хозяин. И прямо сейчас нам нужен очень крутой заряд с фан-сектора, который поддержит весь
Karasev,
зал.
he's hit that 1 3-pointer.
На тебя надежда.
So Libert brings it up, and Fontaine is here. He is again, left open on the wing this time, and off the back of the rim. And here he is inside, and Castellut gets the rebound, kicks it out to Dzeu. And Castellut came from behind on Karasev. And good drive inside by Kulagin. Kulagin with the rebound, and careless turnover. Bukichu gets it to Libert, and Belgium hold it up a little bit. And now Dzeu has it taken away by Karasev. That was a sloppy turnover. And Russia, Antonov misses the layup. Rims must be tight. Bukichu has it. Double dribble. So Russia with Babarin, another former Nizhny Novgorod player, checking into the game. Kulagin takes the shot, but it fouls off the ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and that means free throws. Antonov has played for this Russian national team for a long time. He won the got to the podium, third place at the Eurobasket in 2011. Captured a bronze medal at the Olympics in 2012. Then they've had some downtimes. Now the momentum has shifted for Russia here in their favor. And the shot, and it's off target right at the end for Belgium. So all in all, Russia could be in worse position. They're only down 23-16 and seemingly getting to grips with how they need to execute. So 3 of 8 inside the arc for Russia, 2 of 7 deep, 4 of 4 at the line, 8 of 11 inside the arc for Belgium, 2 of 6 from deep, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So these are the highlights from the first quarter. Belgium started to open up a big lead. They got up by as many as 14 points, and right now that has been halved. We're up 23-16. Bear gets it over to Dzeu, and the veteran misses from deep. So also in the game for Russia, number 31, Valiev. Getting some minutes here. And Babarin launches one from deep, and Dzeu does a good job of beating Valiev to the ball. Kestelut, Bukichu battling for position. And who have they called the foul on? So Tumba comes back in, Salumu comes back in. And if you're Belgium, you know, you've done a great job of building the lead. You don't want to just see it erode. Saw that earlier today with the Philippines and Chinese Taipei. There's the drive, and Kulagin gets the foul, and he will get to the line. Here it is again, putting pressure on the D. Chinese Taipei opened up a 14-point lead on the Philippines in the first quarter, but weren't able to build on that. And the Philippines came back to take the lead at halftime and ended up winning a close game at the end. Kulagin makes the first. and the second. I wonder how long it'll be before we see Van Wen back in there, because he was really effective. There he is, in fact. I think that's a good move. You guys playing well, you got to get him back on the court. Salumu drives in and denied as he gets close to the rim. And Russia just really have the wind in their sails. Oh, Tumba gets a good block. Well, that was just what the doctor ordered for Belgium. And almost a steal by Valiev, and almost a steal by Babrin. Shot clock winding down. Liber puts up one from deep and banks it in. Goodness me, did they get bailed out by a crazy shot. And even though it's kind of late in the day in Russia, the bank is open. Pass over to Babrin. Babrin. Kulagin for three. And Van Wen, look at his, boy, he's impressive, isn't he? And then he's bumped as he comes across mid-court. Hand off to Salumu. He gets it to Liber from the left corner. And Deseo scraps, gets inside, puts it up and in. Kulagin dribbling around. Not sure he's guarding going up against Van Wen now. The pass over to Antonov. That was a deep three. Valiev gets the rebound, but then throws it away. Tumba. And that time, Deseu denied. Pass over to Babrin. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Remember, both of these teams 0-1. Karasev for three, good! And that man is starting to like his team's prospects a little bit more, Kirilenko. Deseu gets it to Tumba. Well, it was a perfect play, and Tumba just didn't catch it. Now Babrin open, and Tumba hustles down and gets the rebound. And a foul on Russia gives it back to Belgium, or keeps it with Belgium. Zubkov comes back into the game. So Russia had to play in Sarajevo. They lost a tough game with the young Musa excelling for Bosnia-Herzegovina. Now they have to come back and try to get a win here. Pierre-Antoine Gillet back in the game for Belgium. Here he is. Oh, he passes up the jumper. And they're going to take the layup. Salumu. 9 points, the advantage. Kovstov for three, good. He has a knack for hitting big shots. Balashov also in the game right now for Russia, number 14. Hans van Wijn, and they're going to count it. Folks, I got to tell you, this guy, for me, I'd heard stories, but he's good. He has got a huge future. And does not make the free throw for the three-point play. So still an 8-point lead. And now the three-pointer is good from Kulagin. Well, Russia's not going away. That much is clear. And if you're Belgium, you got to make the most of your opportunities. Offensive foul called on Tumba, I believe, trying to get position. So that was the younger Kulagin to make the last three. He has the ball now, Mikhail. And now the drive from Zubkov. Under 4 minutes. Quick pass to Van Wijn. Boy, he's playing like he's going to be the player of the day today for Belgium. Mikhail Kulagin. Gets it to Zubkov. And the rejection. Kostov. So how much time will be on the shot clock? Nine points for Salumu. Leading the way for all scores. And look at Retin Obasohan diving on the floor. Oh, and then the dunk attempt. And Salumu was fouled as he went for the dunk. And Van Wijn was asking for an unsportsmanlike, but I think it's just no, that's a good block attempt. It's always a bit iffy when the player's left his feet, so a potential three-point play now becomes at best a one-point play. Balashov picks up the foul. So Salumu takes it back to an 8-point advantage. Dmitry Kulagin. Nobody picked him up. Retin Obasohan diving on the floor for the loose ball, now going to work on Kostov. Puts up a jumper. And off of Tumba. Bikov talks with Bazarevich. Boy, it would be so uplifting for Russia if they could go to halftime tied or with a lead. But on the other hand, it would be deflating for Belgium, having led for the entire first half, if they do not take the lead. Three-pointer is good from Mikhail Kulagin, his second three. Now a 3-point lead for Belgium. Obasohan, trap, offensive foul. So 2 poor possessions for Belgium in a row. And yep, he ran right into Kostov, who snuck in there and got into position. And Mikhail Kulagin burying the 3 ball. Obasohan exits the game. Now Belgium have none of their point guards here from the Eurobasket, so I expected that to be a weakness coming into this, into the November qualifiers. They're clinging now to a 3-point lead. And Zubkov misses the 3. Well, seems like you'd want to find Mikhail Kulagin. Salumu gets it outside to Liber. Hans van Wen puts up mid-range jumper. He gets it back, and then he is fouled as he tries to go up for the putback by Zubkov. Good job by Tumba just keeping it alive. Look at the crowd. This is great. Great stuff. And Van Wen taking a shot to the mouth. He needs to take his time, bend his knees, catch his breath. And make the free throw. And only makes 1 of 2. So another free throw missed by Belgium. They're now 3 of 7 at the line. And Valiev gets loose for the dunk. Or Balashov, excuse me. And another offensive foul called on Belgium. Raising the arm. Oh, that was just a beautiful pass from Kostov. Now Belgium called timeout with the team in danger of being pegged back completely.
We're in it, but help your teammate to come back and dive all the way 2 times. If you go for the ball, don't worry, but make it 100%. So when he runs back, he can run into
18 rebounds for Belgium.
Recognize when he's a little bit late. 1 time to the corner.
10 for Russia.
On the help, but on the return, remember what we said. Work on the closeout. We got to contest that 3-point range. Okay? Hey, team, let's have a look. You take the middle. 3, 4, arms up. We go out of this with 20 defense. The shot goes up. We got to have the rebound. All right? 43 seconds. The next one is fist on the chest, 1-on-1 for Jean. 1, 2, 3.
So 14 points was Belgium's biggest lead, and now it has been whittled down to just 2, and Russia have the ball, so they can actually take the lead with a 3-pointer. And see the points rebounds, assist leaders for both teams. Russia have hit 6 threes today. Mikhail Kulagin is 2 of 2. And Sergei Karasev is 2 of 3. Also, Fritzen is always a candidate to put one up. He's in the game now, number 7. Oh, what a pass! Put it on the highlight reel. Behind the back pass. Wow. That was out of the top drawer. That was Dmitry Kulagin with the assist. And now Fritzen takes it away. And Russia missed the layup right at the end. They could have taken the lead. And Belgium, are they aware? And they had time, and just Salumu fell asleep. He's got to know how much time is on the clock. And Castile's upset, as is assistant coach Roland Moore, is the former Belgium point guard. And the game is tied at 36 at halftime. So just 3 threes for Belgium, 6 for Russia. Also, Belgium just 3 of 7 at the free throw line. However, they are out rebounding Russia 19 to 10. 6 steals for Russia. So that is it for an exciting first half. Salumu has 10 points to lead the scoring. Van Wyn has 9 points and 7 rebounds. For Belgium, Karasev has 6 points, 3 rebounds. And also Mikhail Kulagin has 6 points. Anyway, we're at halftime and knotted at 36 apiece between Russia and Belgium. We'll be right back.
вперед. Давай, Алиска, я за тебя болею. Николай. Давай, давай, у тебя все получится. Коля молодец. Коля, наша футболка. Николай, давай, я за тебя болею. Коля, Коля, Коля. Алиса, почти как раз, Алисия, форма.
Okay, 36-36. Belgium and Russia are knotted here at halftime, and clearly Russia with all of the momentum. They trailed by 14 points, but they battled back and knotted it. So, you know, how does Belgium respond to this? You can see the reaction at the end of proceedings there from Coach Castiles. He was not happy with the fact that they kind of fell asleep and didn't even get a shot off. So Salumu, perhaps hearing it from his coach in the locker room, and has had a good first half, but you know what? You build a lead, you got to protect it. Those are Sergei Karasev's numbers in the first half. And those are the game leaders from the first half action. So Hans van Wijn is a player that has been big for Belgium. Salumu has been big, important. Everybody's important, but you just got a feeling the way Russia have played in that second quarter that this is their game to win or lose. And Hans van Wijn, I think, has picked up a foul. Penetration drive, pass over to Kostov, and then the ball batted out to Kostov. So another opportunity. Now Karasev wide open. Second opportunities, and Russia have taken the lead. Salumu up high. Liber puts up a three, gets it right back for Belgium. Russia passing it up high. Now Zubkov. And he loses. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Belgium as they collapsed on him. Well, I'll tell you, Zubkov was trying to bull his way in there on Salumu. And it's sometimes it's a mismatch problem with Salumu out there. So Russia did not get a three, but they had the one. And they trailed by one, but now it's even with Zubkov's free throw. And the second one is good as well. Kirilenko is into these games, no question about it. He was at the Eurobasket. He was sitting courtside and could not. He lived and breathed and died every point, almost as if he still wants to be out there. Hans van Wijn has it and picks up the dribble. Liber just hit 1 3. He's going to put up another one. It's good. Wow. The Alexandre Liber factor. I'm not sure anybody expected him to come out and hit a couple threes at the start of the second half. Least of all, Russia. And the pass down low, strong move. And once again, free throws coming for the hosts. And the first by Valiev stays out. Second one is good. So Belgium with a 1-point lead courtesy of the three-pointer from Alexandre Lebert. That was the first miss for Russia at the line. See, they're 9 of 10 now. And Salomu, careless, and now an unsportsmanlike foul. And, you know, this really hurts. And look at Valiev coming out and making plays. So, not a good sequence for Salomu. What's going on inside Etiquette Steele's mind right now? Oh. How did he get that to go in? He had a lot of spin on it, and it looked like it was coming out, but then it went back in. So Valiev makes a great play on defense, gets the unsportsmanlike foul called on Salomu. It makes 1 of 2, and now Russia have the ball. Van Wijn on Karasev, out to Kostov. Zubkov a little shake and bake on Antoine Gillet. Drives in and banks it in. Van Wijn drives in. Oh, he's blocked, but he gets it back to Lebert for 3. And not this time for Lebert. Kostov goes right into the heart of the defense, gets it over to the veteran Fritzen, and the three-pointer is good. Russia with their biggest lead of the game now, 5 points.
We got 2 minutes to go, team. This time we're gonna do what we have to do together. We go out of this, Alex, fist to the side. And we have a look at the short roll. Okay? Have a look at it. But we got Dano, how to keep pop. Ooh, 1 more to the corner, you know how it works.
So
solid, fist to the side, and we go to the motion.
You see, see the expressions on these players' faces. Good camera work. Oh, that was the great play by Valiev. And that was just careless by Salomu.
On the switch. Give help and play it inside, outside.
Yes, they have 0 foul, attack them. They have 0 foul, attack them. Attack them last week.
And Van Wijn just kind of lost it as it started to go up. I didn't realize that on that play. So this crowd has been excited about this game coming to Nizhny Novgorod for a long time, and it's finally here. And they are being rewarded, really, with a terrific comeback by their team. Now cross-court, Salomu wide open. Good! Executed to perfection. And the turnover gets it back over to Belgium. Foul called on Karasev. And DeZeo comes back in. And the long pass intercepted. Fritzen again, he just hit one from that spot, but not this time. And Valiev was trying to get that ball back. Look at this, look at him come in. Brought some good energy to the Russian team. Van Wijn. Liber. He's had a couple of threes. Ooh, very close to a backcourt violation. Bukichu goes to work. Gets it again. Boy, Valiev is a menace on defense, isn't he? And they're not going to get the shot off. And Bukichu has to get rid of it. And Valiev is unheralded, to put it mildly, in the grand scheme of things for Russia. Didn't even play at the Eurobasket, but making the most of his opportunity here. Quick pass, they fall asleep, and Kulagin with the easy one. Eight points for him, 4-point lead for Russia. Van Wijn. Now Bukicu trying to post up, Kulagin spins. Oh, he gets rejected. It was Zubkov who got the block. And now he's trying to post up Bukicu. Tough shot. Great plays at both ends of the floor by Zubkov. 6-point advantage for Russia. Oh, Bukicu just has it taken away. It's not working with Bukicu. And good block from Van Wijn. Oh, they're going to call goaltending. Look at that. He pinned it. That's got to be one of the plays of the game right there. And then, yep, that's right. Good call by the ref. The ball had already hit the backboard, and right now Russia threatening to blow this thing wide open. So Castiles is sticking with Bukicu. And Salomu takes a very strong move, goes right hard to the basket. Obasohan into the game, guarding Kulagin. Fritzen, good! Turnaround jumper. And again, Bukicu being harassed. He needs to get rid of it. Only 4.8 seconds on the shot clock. And Dzeu went for the reverse layup. Unsuccessfully. 8-point lead. Russia, Belgium right now reeling. Pass into the corner to Fritzen. Alley-oop to, nope. Antonov catches it and comes down with it. Well, you'd never know that Russia trailed by 14 points in this game. They have owned this game all quarter long. And just seeing the mismatches down low, the easy two. Obasohan. Fontaine now. And Dzeu short. Oh, quick pass to Karasev. They are cutting him open right now like with a surgeon's knife. And now an offensive foul, fighting for position. Here, look at this cut and the pass. Great play, Kulagin. Karasev for three. Well, Russia have hardly put a foot wrong here, but you really have to applaud as well the way that Valiev kind of set the tone with his defense. Kostov's had a rest, and he's going to come back into the game. Fritzen takes a seat. Also, Mikhail Kulagin is going to come in, and Karasev is going to go out. Antoine Gillet, three-pointer, and it is a real struggle now for the Belgian Lions. Kostov turns it over. Obasohan dribbles into traffic. Nowhere to go, Obasohan. Got to get rid of it. Three-point attempt. Kulagin. And Fontaine gets the rebound. But the only offense Belgium have had this half has been Salumu. Dzeu. And he doesn't get it to go. Alternating possession on the jump ball. So actually it'll be Belgium ball. Obasohan gets blocked when he gets in there by Kulagin. No look pass. Behind the back pass now, back to Kulagin. Mikhail Kulagin! And Russia are just pulling away from Belgium. 15-point lead now. And Dzeu misses again. He's had a tough game. Into the corner, Mikhail Kulagin. Oh, Belgium escaped because that looked like it could have gone in. That was just sheer domination. I mean, Russia just really laid the wood to Belgium in that quarter. So the numbers, well, they're not making for pleasant viewing for Belgium right now. Their numbers have just slipped a lot. And again, they did lead by 14 points at one stage. But they've been able to come back and just take almost a vice-like grip on this game. Kulagin, Dmitry Kulagin with 10 points. Look at Valiev. That Valiev 3 steals to me is crucial because, again, he really has come out and played well tonight. He got the unsportsmanlike foul called on Salumu and just kind of like really threw down the gauntlet to Belgium with that one play. Kulagin for 3. Fontaine is in the game now. Deseu remains in the game. And Kulagin knocks Deseu over and then stood on top of him and had words with him. I don't know if he was upset thinking that he flopped. So Kulagin's going to come out, and they're going to say, what happened, Dmitry? Antoine Gillet, tough shot, gets it to go. So foul called on Belgium. It was on Pierre-Antoine Gillet. And now another turnover. Look at this. I mean, even that is just such a difficult shot. He had to get past Kovstov as well. But the reality is there's 8:50 to go. I mean, there's plenty of time for Belgium. Just don't know if they have it within themselves. I mean, especially with plays like that. Fontaine just having the ball knocked away. Kostov gets in the paint. It's good. Tough shot for Dmitry Kostov. Salumu again drives in and scores. Name of the game right now is getting stops and rebounds for Belgium. Mikhail Kulagin. He's been excellent today. Goes between the legs, and now Obasohan had the steal, didn't get it, and at least they put Kulagin under so much pressure that he just heaved one up there and only grazed the net. So we're going to have a timeout. And there seems to be a little more resolve now with Belgium to come out and get the job done. But boy, they've got a battle.
We are only 13 points now. It's only a matter of few possessions and good rebounding, ball recuperation. We go one time to alternate.
See the foul trouble, Obasohan and Liber, 3 apiece for Belgium.
Max, you are 5, but you pop. You spread. Same for you. Pop. One time, feet straight over and you use it. After that, you get us back into one side and we start running. Karaze, Fritzl on our shooters of the baseline run, the quick return, and so on. Okay? But you stick into it 2-3 times.
Look at this tough shot from Kostov. I mean, he's underrated. He had such a good Eurobasket, Kostov. And of course, he goes way back. He goes back to the David Blatt years when he was coaching, as does Fritzen. So 7:44 remaining, and it's a 13-point game. Obasohan. Obasohan, what were you doing? Bazarevich didn't like the call. Okay, so was the foul on Kostov? Yes, it was indeed. But Obasohan doesn't make the free throw. It's been a bad shooting night at the line for this Belgium team. And Obasohan misses both. Three of 9 at the free throw line. Belgium today. Kostov going at Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Dzeu battling, but Russia with Valiev getting the ball back. Kostov for 3. And Antoine Gillet had position but wasn't able to box out. And again now in the open floor. And the charge on Obasohan. You know, you either got to pass it or you got to pull up and shoot the jumper. Let's see also in the game now for Belgium. Number 10. And he's fouled by Fritzen. Now the dump and the handoff and the basket from Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Now it's an 11-point game. Can Russia be ruthless and put this away, or might Belgium find a way back into it? Final 5 minutes. And the dump, Antonov gets it to go. And the former Nizhny Novgorod player looks up at the crowd that still hold him in high regard. And a little bit too much messing around with the ball there from Salumu, turns it over. 12 steals now for Russia. Good sportsmanship from Salumu. And Dmitry Kulagin comes back in. Last time he was in, he was looking disdainfully down on Maxime Dizeu. And Karasev wide open for three. Can Belgium get the ball? Goes out of bounds. It'll be their possession. So just 5 more minutes remaining for Belgium. Have they got enough time? Well, they've got enough time, but can they get stops and score? Lassisi. Oh, strong move, Lassisi. So back to an 11-point deficit. Bazarevich has to call timeout. So Russia 8 of 26 from deep, Belgium 6 of 15. You know, interestingly though, at the free throw line, it's a pretty big disparity. Russia 10 of 12 at the free throw line, and Belgium 3 of 9. So they don't make as many, and Belgium actually makes some free throws. You got a really close game. No real foul trouble to speak of, to be honest. Well, you look back at it, and when Belgium had that 14-point lead and Russia really started scrapping away and coming back, they really landed a lot of blows. It looked like they were effectively going to knock Belgium out, but Belgium have been able to maintain a little bit of life. But again, they've got to get stops, and they've got to rebound. Can they do it? And then they got to go down and score. Well, there you go. They get to stop. See, the Russian crowd is not convinced that it's over yet. Over Sohan. Dizeu. Pump fake. Oh, nice move from Dizeu. That gets it back to single digits. Valiev was posting up on Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Yeah, that's trouble seeing Kostov come back in. It's kind of an adventure when Valiev is at the free throw line. He gets that one to go. You got to call him as one of the keys to the game for Russia. No question about it. He helped set the tone. And makes both free throws. He did play at the Eurobasket in 2013. Didn't play much, though. And a foul. So it stops the clock. That's good for Belgium. So stops the clock. He's got to make his free throws, which he didn't do last time. Bit of Green Day in the background. So Obasohan needs to take his time. And he does this time. Might they set up a press? Makes both. So much improved. And again, back to single digits. And the drive, tough drive by Zubkov. Not bad defense, in all honesty, from Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Not much more he can do there. Back to a 10-point lead, and the clock will start becoming the enemy very shortly for Belgium. And Obasohan, I'm not sure that Lasisi saw it. So Russia losing at Bosnia and Herzegovina in their first game, have come home and overcome a 14-point deficit in the first half to lead by 11 and getting closer and closer to victory against Belgium. Belgium, similar to their performance against France, opened up a double-digit lead, but were not able to press home that advantage. Good hustle from Lasisi. Pierre-Antoine Gillet puts up a three. Good! And is there a foul off the ball? He makes it, gets it back to 70-62. Don't go away, anybody. Did he call a foul on the shot on Zubkov? So 3-point play. Yes, he did. No, a foul was called on Kovstov. Oh, goodness me. It's been a hard show at the free throw line for Belgium. That's the only way to put it. They're trailing by 8, and they have missed 10 free throws. Kostoff for 3. Obasohan with the rebound, coming up on the 2-minute mark. Belgium in a rush here. Assisi. Oh, $1 million move, but 5-cent finish. And that might just do it. They go from a chance to cut it to 6 or 5 to trailing by 10. So Belgium called timeout. One last roll of the dice.
And you know how it works. 10 points in 2 minutes, it can be done. But like you just did, Elias, we don't need that ball screen anymore. They got 5 team fouls. We got the individual skills to finish that shot clock on a one-on-one effort. Okay? At the end of the shot clock. Keep going after it. We go on the first one. Pass, cut, dribble entry, ball screen effort. They got the switch. Again, it can be a good one-on-one invitation. All right, team? But get the energy in there to pick it up full court and keep working on that switching effort. Okay? Come on, team.
See the numbers, and you heard Castiles saying it can be done. And a foul called, so that stops the clock. Zeo makes the first. And this is the second. So again, the free throw problems. And unfortunately, you know, it happens, but you're going to look back at that box score and it's just going to jump off the sheet at you. 11 missed free throws. You're trailing by 9 points. And inside to DeZeu, into the corner. Antoine Gillet passes up the 3, no, gets it over to DeZeu. That's good. Good ball movement from Belgium. And now, well, you never know, back to a 6-point game. And the words of Eddie Castillo saying it can be done, now firmly entrenched in our minds. See the rebounding numbers there. Here's some of the replays as well. That last possession where they get the 3-pointer. There's no doubt about it, they're going for the 3. And DeZeo knocks it in. Shot clock down to 8. Karasev trying to bull his way down. Oh, boy. Tough shot. That's why he played in the NBA. He's got that talent. Belgium will go for another 3, I'm guessing. Over Sohan. That's good. Can they get a stop? Can they get a steal? Shot clock down to 3. And oh, he hits a 3. Karasev has come out and just given Russia that little bit of extra here at the end. And Lasisi misses the shot. Belgium were hoping to shorten the deficit at the end. And look at Casteels and Bazarevich, friends. And Bazarevich, good sport, going up to Casteels, and Casteels also giving credit where credit's due. So a good finish to the game for Karasev, really kind of showing what he can do for this team. 77-69, Russia win it over Belgium. And Russia's numbered. Look at the free throws. 6 of 14 for Belgium. That's going to hurt them when they look at the stat sheet in the locker room. And rebounding, Belgium, out-rebounded Russia. It's a pretty good. Russia had the 22 assists, 22 turnovers as well for Belgium. That hurt them. Karasev ended up leading the way with the 15 points. Hopefully we'll see Valiev's name up there still. There he is, 4 steals. What a great performance from Valiev. Here's some of the highlights.
Every second trying to keep home and play it inside.
So you see the tough plays, the tough shots made time and time again by Russia. They just weren't going to be denied today. But again, Belgium, you got to give them a thumbs up for how they dug in and tried to make the comeback at the end. But it was just in the middle part of the game, they just weren't able to match Russia in many respects. I mean, in the physical respect, when you've got somebody like this coming after you, Valiev, just showing that great tenacity and determination. And it was a very, very, very difficult 20 minutes inside the game. The middle 20 minutes for Belgium. Bukicu had his struggles out there, but it has to be said, Belgium continued to fight, and that's good, and they're still alive, clearly, in the hunt for a spot in the next round. They want to get to the World Cup. They will have to face Bosnia and Herzegovina next. That'll be not until February. Russia, meanwhile, will play France in February. That'll be the first time those two teams meet. And when Belgium play Bosnia and Herzegovina, that will be in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So they've got 2 road games coming up. Belgium, they'll play there, and then they'll play at France. So they'll finish in June 29th, and then July 3rd, the first window at home. Although we don't know where those games will be yet. So there we are, the standings. Belgium at the bottom. Russia temporarily go to the top. And depends what happens. Obviously, the winner of France and Bosnia and Herzegovina will end up being in first place. They will play later tonight. See that hashtag, this is my house, the bottom right-hand part of the graphic. You want to voice your opinions or anything like that? Well, tweet that or some other form of social media, Instagram it. This is my house. This is what it's all about. The national teams coming home to play in front of their home crowds. Thanks for watching, everybody. Russia win it over Belgium.